today, I want to share this video with you. It's about Mayor Joe Helle of Oak Harbor, Ohio. He's an Army veteran. He's a combat veteran from Iraq and Afghanistan. And he's also running for representative in his district. And it covers 2 counties, Erie County and another county, that he's going to be running for Congress. And he's part of this whole focal point of this Ohio voter purge case. Now, he was purged while he was over in Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever he was at. Ohio has in their laws, when you're serving active military, that they'll send you an email with a reminder of that. He said he never got any of these emails, or he said, what process were you trying to get a hold of me? He just told him it was emailed. And I'm trying to find out, I'm trying to get some other folks to come on record that were over in Afghanistan that voted absentee ballot through the email. I haven't done so yet. I'm going to try to find it out. When I do, I'll make a separate video to sort of update this one. But remember that name, Joe Helle. He is a Democrat, and I hate to say that, but it really shouldn't have anything to do with his veteran status. But the way he's acting, he's not acting like a combat veteran at all. And I have another article that we're going to get into that actually proves that he's being a tool, that he is being used by Common Cause either willfully or unknowingly, either knowingly or unknowingly. And I think he's knowingly being used because he has a cause celeb here where he thinks that he's going to get a lot of votes for this. And yet, I warned people about this. I said, something doesn't smell right. When I was on Twitter the other night and tweeting about this, I got taken to the woodshed by folks that live out in his district. And I said, well, something still doesn't seem right here, And I found an article where he actually says some things that makes it seem not right. Let me set this up so I can go over and show you this video here real quick.
Serving overseas anywhere in the world, riding around a Humvee, conducting missions 20 hours a day.
We're for them. We send them, we email your ballot 45
How do you send
days.
It to them?
We email your ballot 45 days before the election to every Ohioan serving in the military.
Through which request process? As an active duty service member, I was never informed.
If you'd like to come in, you seem not to know about the process, so if you come in, we will help you.
What I know is that I was wrongfully purged, along with the plaintiff in this case.
You weren't wrongfully purged.
I was 6 years serving, came home, couldn't exercise my right to vote. Shame!
Shame! Shame! Shame! Shame!
Oh, I would love to talk.
What's your name?
I'm Mayor Joe Helle.
All right, folks, we're back here after that short video there. And you heard what he said in there. I'm not going to go over that again. You heard what he said in there. Now, I have this article here from the PortClintonNewsHerald.com. It's an Ohio newspaper. It's by Jon Stinchcomb. He's a reporter. And this was actually, let me get over here and make sure I get a hold of the dates right. This was posted on the 9th of this month of this year. Helle said he was removed from voter rolls while deployed overseas. Okay. Now, let me just read down through here. Okay. Now, he's a mayor right now, and he's going to be running for Congress in his congressional district there in Ohio. Columbus. Joe Helle, a U.S. Army veteran now serving as mayor of Oak Harbor, was met with a surprise the first time he tried to cast a ballot after returning home in 2011 from tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. Helle said he was trying to vote in a special election on a local school levy in August 2011. Now remember, this date, August 2011, is very, very important here. When poll workers could not find his name and had him cast a provisional ballot. Just a few months later, Helle ran into the issue again when attempting to vote in the November general election. He was given a provisional ballot again, but was advised to check with the Board of Elections. That day, Helle learned at his local Board of Elections director that he had been unregistered and removed from Ohio's voter rolls due to his supposed inactivity. Now he goes on to say, I was sitting there in the Board of Elections office crying. Helle said, to be a veteran, go serve my country for so long, to come home and be told that I cannot exercise one of the fundamental rights that I went and defended is ridiculous. It is wrong in every single way, and it needs to stop. The Ohio Democrat Party announced Wednesday that Helle is running for the Ohio House District 89, where the incumbent is Republican Steve Arndt. A-R-N-D-T. Arndt? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But I want to go back up there. And this is why I think Helle is so disingenuous in this whole situation. August 2011, poll workers said they couldn't find his name on the polls or on the register, on the rolls, so he cast a provisional ballot. And then just a few months later, 3 months passed by for the general election. Okay? 3 months. Remember that, folks. 3 months passed by for the general election. He did nothing. He did not go after that special election to say what was the problem. He had 3 months to go to the local Board of Elections and find out what happened. But he didn't do it. And then the same thing happened in November. Had to cast a provisional ballot. And then he found out, he said that day, he went over to the Board of Elections and he found out that he had been purged from the rolls. Now, why didn't he take care of this in the 3 months between the special election and the general election? One may ask. And I have asked. And I'm sorry if these people who support him thinks he's in the right. I mean, this guy claims, and I have no reason to doubt him, he said he was sort of part of like a Secret Service type thing where he was escorting an Afghan, field commanders, brigade commanders, stuff like that, keep security detail, when he traveled. Okay, great. I'm glad. Thank you for your service. And I know, you're a combat veteran. I thank you for that. But you're a mayor now. I don't think he was a mayor back then. But this is how he reported this. Was he lying to the reporter? Did he misremember these dates? I'm just pointing this out because these are his words, not mine. 3 months passed. I can't emphasize that enough. 3 months passed. And again, I just did a short video about the Supreme Court. Listen to the Ohio purge case. And it looks like, from all intents and purposes, we won't know exactly, it could go the other way. But from all the questioning, it seems like the court's favorable to the Ohio law because it matches perfectly with the National Voter Rights Act, which has 2 provisions in there, and they're one right after the other. One says you can't purge on the basis of not voting only, and then the next one is you can purge them for not voting if you go through a process. It's the supplemental. And I have this amicus brief from the Landmark Landmark Legal Foundation's Mark Levin, his legal foundation. While one subsection of the NVRA prohibits removal of a voter from the roll for failure to vote, another subsection allows removal of the voter for failing to vote and failing to reply to a notice directed to him or her. So these subsections do not contradict each other. One says you just can't simply, for failing to vote, you can't purge them. But if they're failing to vote and they fail to reply, then you can purge them. Okay? It happened while he was in the military. Maybe they need to take care of something do something about that. However, I would like to find out, I don't know if we could see his private emails, but I'd like to find out if we can see the state emails to see if he was emailed a ballot. And you can't tell me that he was on escort duty 24/7, 7 days a week, the whole time he was over there and didn't see a computer with his emails on it. Sorry, I'm not buying that. I'm just not buying it. So again, we have Joe Helle, who is now mayor of Oak Harbor in Ohio, and like I said, I hate to call him a liar, but if the shoe fits, wear it. What did you do for those 3 months, Joe? between the special election in August and the general election in November? What did you do? Why didn't you take care of it? Go check it out between then. Just asking a question. This has been Dan Clements. I'm your constitutional warrior on the Dan Clements Show. Remember, if you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. Have a great rest of the day, folks, and we'll see you on the next video.